Yun, magandang araw po sa inyo lahat. Welcome po sa Makapili TV. Nagbigay po ng pahayag si Pangulong Bongbong Marcos pagkatapos pong ibiyahe si Pangulong Duterte papuntang Netherlands. Dito po sinasabi nila na nagpalusot na lang po rito si Pangulong Bongbong Marcos dahil idinahilan po niya na hindi po kailangang labagin yung kasunduan o meron tayong pinirmahang kasunduan sa Interpol at kailangan po nating sumunod dahil sa tayo rin po nakikisuyo rin po sa Interpol kapag tayo po ay nangangailangan ng tulong nila na hanapin ang mga Pilipino nagtatago po sa batas. Pero dito po malinaw na sinasabi nila na ginagamit ng pumpalusot ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos ang Interpol para lang mapagtakpan yung kanyang pagkakamali dito. Kaya ito, panoorin po natin ang kanyang mga naging payag. Pero syempre, bago lahat, kung hindi ka pa nakasubscribe sa Makapili TV, baka pwede naman pakipindot po muna yung subscribe button. At the same time, palike na rin po ng video, wala namang pong bayad dyan. Kaya, pindot na. So ito, panoorin po natin yung mga naging talumpati ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos at paano siya nagpapalusot dito sa paggamit sa Interpol. So ito, panoorin po natin.
After his common law wife, Hanilet Avancenia, and members of his entourage arrived at 9:20 this morning from Hong Kong on Cathay Pacific flight number CX-907. Mr. Duterte was arrested in compliance with our commitments to Interpol. Hours before his arrival, Interpol Manila received an official copy of the ICC warrant. This prompted the Prosecutor General of the Department of Justice to serve the warrant. Interpol asked for help, and we obliged because we have commitments to the Interpol which we have to fulfill. If we don't do that, they will no longer help us with other cases involving Filipino fugitives abroad. This is what the international community expects of us as the leader of a democratic country that is part of the community of nations. So I'm sure that the details that surround what has happened today are familiar to you. I just wanted to make very, very clear and give you the facts for the departure of former President Duterte from the Philippines. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Kanina po ay nagpaabot ng tanong ang mga miyembro ng Malacanang Press Corps at atin po itong sasagutin. Question number 1. Mr. President, meron po bang pisikal na kopya ng warrant of arrest laban kay dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte mula sa ICC?
Oh, meron. This came in. Actually, it came in. I received it from Secretary Remulla. I received it at 3 a.m. last night, and I looked at it, and we went back and forth. 6:30, he wrote me again, and he said, we have it already. We have the warrant of arrest from Interpol. And I said, okay, we'll put
Physical arrest warrant na natanggap ang Pilipinas. Pero kung papansinin nyo, nung inaaresto si Pangulong Duterte, binasahan siya ng Miranda rights, pero yung nagsiserve ng warrant, nasa cellphone lang yung kanyang hawak na warrant of arrest, which is hindi po ina-allow dyan ng batas natin. Pero dahil nga sa kagustuhan talaga nilang makuha si Pangulong Duterte, in-insist nila na mayroong warrant of arrest. So isa yun sa mga nakikita nilang technicality na hindi po nasunod doon sa pag-aresto kay Pangulong Duterte. Kaya ngayon sinasabi nila rito physical warrant. Wala pong physical warrant na pinakita kay Pangulong Duterte. Ito digital lang. So electronic. So sinend lang po through email siguro. Pero wala po talaga yung act aktual na arrest warrant. So tuloy po natin.
Okay, we'll put all our plans into place and sige, let's proceed as we had discussed. Now, that's what's happened. So yes, there is a very clear document that will explain when that will explain the basis on how we conducted this arrest of former President Duterte.
Sir, is it okay if we give them a copies of the arrest warrant, photocopies of the arrest warrant? Would that be possible?
Do we have limitations on that?
We have the limitations, but we can.
We have here the SILG, who has been, of course, part and parcel of the entire operation.
We will provide the PCO with a digital copy. It has been attested by the Secretary of Justice and the Department of Justice as a lawful and legal warrant. We will publish it after this press conference, and you can use it as reference.
These are
Digital copy lang po yung hawak nilang arrest warrant. Wala po talaga yung physical arrest warrant. Yung talagang papel po mismo, wala po. So malinaw na malinaw, digital arrest warrant lang po ang hawak nila.
it's very simple. It's a request to the Philippine government from Interpol to enforce the arrest warrant. And of course, we comply with our commitments to Interpol. We did not do because it was derived from or it came from ICC. We did this because Interpol asked us to do it. And we have commitments to them, and we lived up to those commitments.
Sir, thank you, sir. Second question, sir. Mr. President, sinasabi ng kampo ni PRRD na unlawful arrest daw itong ginawang pag-aresto sa kanya.
Well, we followed every single necessary procedure. We had a very good basis on which to serve that warrant and to read him his rights. We followed all the legal procedures that are necessary. So I'm confident that if in further examination, you will find that it is proper and correct.
Sir, third question from the MPC. Mr. President, may violation ba ito sa ating soberanya itong pagkaka-aresto kay dating Pangulong Duterte?
No. Bakit naman? Dahil consistent naman tayo. Hindi tayo tumutulong sa investigasyon ng ICC. Meron tayong contact sa kanila, natural. Pero no, not on an official level. We didn't help them in any way. The arrest that we did today was in compliance with our commitments to Interpol. It just so happened that came from ICC. But it's not because it came from ICC. It's because it came from Interpol.
Pang-apat po na tanong, Mr. President, sinasabi po nila na ito ay political persecution lamang at may kaugnayan din daw sa 2028 elections.
Okay, well, I'm sure sasabihin nila yan. But this case started in 2017 when we were still members of the ICC, and it was during the time of former President Duterte. So I don't see how that can be political persecution on my part, because it was initiated before I even came into the picture. So that would seem. But once again, we have to recognize that, of course, it's natural for people to put lalagyan ng politika, kulay ng politika. Pero sinundan lang natin yung ICC, yung Interpol. Wala tayong, hindi natin kinakausap yung ICC. Marami silang hinihingi sa atin ng mga dokumento, wala kaming binigay. Yun lamang, hindi natin mahindian ang Interpol. Pag sinabi sa atin, tulungan nyo kami, kailangan namin kunin itong taong ito. Dahil, kung maalala ninyo, lahat ng mga tumakas dito sa Pilipinas, kagaya ni Alice Go, kagaya ni Arnie Tevez, kung sino-sino pa, pati naman yung mga human trafficking sa Myanmar, pati sa mga nadadamay. Sinong tumulong sa atin para makita natin yung mga ating kababayan na inaapi at ginagamit sa masamang paraan? Ang Interpol. Kaya naman, dapat naman tayo, pagka sinabi sa atin, tulungan nyo kami sa ganito, tumulong kayo. Kaya naman, ganun ang ginawa natin.
Maraming salamat, Mr.
So, napansin nyo ba mga kababayan na parang itong si Pangulong Bongbong Marcos parang patawa-tawa lang, no? Di ba? Ngayon, ito tayo ngayon, sinasabi niya na kumbaga meron tayong commitment sa Interpol. Pero tandaan po ninyo, ang Interpol wala pong police power. Ngayon, ang pinakatrabaho lang ng Interpol is hanapin lang yung taong pinahanap sa kanila nung nag-request na bansa. Ito yung pinaka-example na sinasabi niya, yung kay Arnie Tevez. Alam na ng Pilipinas kung nasaan si Arnie Tevez. Siya ngayon po ay nasa Timor-Leste, tama. Ilang buwan na po bang nandoon si Congressman Arnie Tevez, pero bakit hindi pa rin po siya naipauuwi dito sa Pilipinas? Just because yung Timor-Leste hindi po pinayagan ang Interpol na bitbitin siya kasi wala naman pong police power ang Interpol. So nakikipag-negotiate po ang Pilipinas sa Timor-Leste bago yan maibalik dito sa Pilipinas. Yun nga lang, dahil nga kailangan dumaan sa due process, lahat po ng rights ng inaakusahan o yung merong warrant is ibinibigay. So may mga legal remedies po pong ginagawa yung mga abogado ni Congressman Arnie Tevez. Kaya hanggang ngayon, hindi po siya naipapauwi dito sa Pilipinas. Ngayon, kung ikukumpara dito ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos yung sitwasyon ni Pangulong Duterte, sinasabi nila na maraming hindi sinunod na protocol doon sa pag-aresto kay Pangulong Duterte. Kaya yun po yung ginagawa ngayon ng legal team ni Pangulong Duterte para questionin lahat ng mga maling ginawa sa pag-aresto. Kaya dapat ang pinaka basic na dapat gawin, pagka-serve ng warrant, pinapakita yung physical na arrest warrant, yung papeles mismo. I-verify yan, i-confirm kung yung inaaresto nila is yung talagang tao na yun, kailangan identified. Which is hindi nangyari yun dahil nga wala silang hawak na physical na arrest warrant. Sabi nga kanina, di ba, ni SIJ Remulla, digital copy lang yung hawak nila, which is hindi naman ino-honor yan. Standard po yun. Pero dahil nga kailangan nilang makuha, kailangan nilang maialis sa Pilipinas si Pangulong Duterte, puwersa isinakay po sa eroplano at ngayon po nasa Netherlands na si Pangulong Duterte. So abangan po natin sa mga susunod na araw kung ano po yung magiging sitwasyon sa bansa po natin. Kung ito ba ay makakabuti sa administrasyon o ito ay makakasama laban kay Bongbong Marcos. So maraming salamat sa panonood. Ingat po kayo lagi. God bless.